Well, hello. I am here at Silent Lake. It is Tuesday, December 27th, and I am heading to a walk-in campsite. I just have my tent and the stove and the floor and the pole right now. I'm gonna go find a site. I've already booked at the office, but they said I could call and change the number if I want. So nobody else has booked here so far apparently, except for the people in the yurts. So I'm on my way. So excited. It's so beautiful here. There's so much snow. All right, off we go. All right, I just passed the first site, the one that I booked. I think it was 33, and this is 32, and the next site in 31 is the last one kind of in this section, and then there's nothing past that. The only thing I'm concerned about is if somebody comes in and they want to take the first easiest site, they're going to book the one next to me, so they'll be close, but I don't know what the chances of that are. Probably pretty small. Most people are gearing up for New Year's right now. I really like the next one because it's super open, but it's supposed to rain and the snow is supposed to start to melt. Tomorrow's supposed to be a lot warmer. It's supposed to be 1 degree. Feels like -2. And then Thursday it's supposed to start raining. Now it says not until the evening, but if there's any precipitation forecast at all, that will probably translate into rain. So this section is pretty remote. I honestly feel like I'm in the middle of the backcountry right now without all the work. I also have a second load that I have to bring in. So I'm just wondering where to put the tent. And the snow is very deep. I did bring my shovel from home. That was one of the things that made it on the first toboggan run, so that I could dig out. But then I thought, I've got my snowshoes, so I can probably tamp it down, which would be much better. That looks like a really good spot for the tent right there. I don't really want to have the picnic table in all the pictures, but such is life. I am not in the backcountry, so sadly, it will look that way. But this looks like a really good place to camp. All right, in no time at all, I have just used my snowshoes to tamp down a spot there for the tent. I have also determined that the sun is going to rise over there and it is going to set over there, and I've made a little marking in the snow. So I'm probably not going to get any sun here at all, which is fine because as you can see, it's overcast. All right, I got the floor down. All right, that's done. First time's a charm. All right, I got the tent all set up. Looks good. I'm gonna leave this for now. I'm gonna go to the car and I'm gonna get the rest of my stuff and finish up the setup. Shouldn't take much longer. All right, things are moving along quite well here. I went back and got the second load of stuff. Wasn't too bad to bring it in. And I was just about to start setting up my bedding, and I was dreading blowing up my thermarest, as I always do. And then I remembered that I have my brand new flex tail pump. And my thermarest is blowing up all on its own. Everything is set up. I even got a little wee fire going in there, a little bit of smoke coming out. So all the things are set up. I do have a huge bin, like one of those, full of wood in my car, plus another big tote bag. So I still have to get that, but I managed to bring some of the wood. So I'm happy about that. Got my bear vault there. I'm gonna have lunch. I brought a salami sandwich. I am starving. It's about 2 o'clock. And everything else is set up. This bin here has my clothes in it, so I just leave it open underneath the cot and I can just slide it in and out like a drawer. This bin has been emptied out and I just use it as a little table. Same with the bear vault here. Got my comfy cozy little booties to wear. A cooler bag with some colder food, and yeah, got my water over there by the stove to keep it from freezing. That bin has just had gear in it and stuff, so it's empty, and that's about it. Well, hello. It is 25 after 2. Yeah, I'm just eating my lunch. I was so hungry and I just wanted to get everything done first. I still have to go back to the car and I have to get some more wood. I don't know if I'm good for tonight or not. I want it to be nice and warm, but I can always do that later. My main goal right now is to finish my lunch. I want to finish my lunch quickly and have a little snack, and then I want to go check out one of those trails quick before I'm not allowed to. Only got a couple hours before it gets dark, so fire is finally just starting to catch here, and it's finally getting warm in here. Camping here in the hot tent is really special to me because when I stayed here in the yurt and I would walk around the loop, you know, for going out on a trail or whatever. I do the trails too, but then like, you know, sometimes you get restless or just before dark, you're like, let's go get some exercise because, you know, you get stuck in the tent because it's dark a lot in winter. And there was somebody camping over, maybe even on this site, but it was on this part of the loop, on this side. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to come here and camp with a hot tent one day. Like, that would be so awesome. And I remember looking at the sites and trying to figure out like which one would be good for the teepee at the time. I imagined coming here with the teepee and never did that, obviously, because when I took the teepee out for the first time in Algonquin at Mew there in the, I'll say the airfield, it was a great tester, and it showed me that the teepee was way too heavy for me to ever take it anywhere by myself, like on a sled. And that's why I made this tent. And so I did come here. I've been here with the hot tent, but I had the bigger one and I was with my friend Tam. So I didn't come in by myself and, you know, camp alone and that kind of stuff. I had help, I guess, or a company. I don't know what you want to say. It was a great trip. It was my birthday trip and it was in March. And we were out in 19, which was beautiful. It's different for me when I'm alone. I feel like, you know, you have to do everything yourself, right? You have to bring in all the gear, you have to set everything up, and there's nobody going, hurrah, hurrah, keep going, whatever. So, yeah. Anyways, that's it for now. I'm gonna go, bye. It's about 3:15. Just brought the toboggan back to the little toboggan garage there, and I am just arriving at Access D. This is where they told me at the office to go to start on the red loop. So there's a map over here. I'm gonna go check it out and see which way I'm headed. All right, so I'm here at D and I want to go to C, and here it says to C is that way, and on the tree it says it's a skiing loop. So just for the record and to say it again, this red loop is normally a skiing loop, and you're not supposed to go on it with snowshoes, but they haven't groomed the trail yet, and he's doing it tomorrow. So he said I could use it today with my snowshoes, but this is a special circumstance. I'm really excited to be on this trail. You can see the people have been skiing here already trying to set it up. But I still feel bad. I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. But he told me I could. It was the park warden. So kind of encouraged it. He's like, you better go do it because you won't be able to do it again. So here I am. Cool. It is so pretty out here. Like the trees are just bombarded with snow. This makes me want to rent skis because I have never seen this trail many times as I've been here in the winter. I've actually only ever been here in the winter. I've never been here in the summer. It's 10 to 4 and it's going to be dark probably within an hour-ish, maybe a little bit longer. I mean, the snow is nice and bright and I don't really mind being out in the dark, but everything takes so much longer in the snow, and this is really thick snow. And even though I have snowshoes on, I keep even post-holing in them. So I don't know. Part of me is like, go. Like, who cares if it's dark? It doesn't matter, right? You're on a trail. All right, I might regret this decision, but I've decided to keep going. I think I'm about 1/4 of the way, and I still have a good hour before it gets dark. So this is the only chance I'm going to be able to do this trail in the winter, and I just don't want to end up regretting not doing it. So hopefully there aren't too many uphills. Ta-da! Hello! So pretty. All right, so I'm at B now, and I just passed a sign that says D this way, 1 kilometer. So that's all I have left. So I did make it. Well, I will make it. I mean, I knew I was going to make it. I was always going to make it, but I just didn't know if I was going to make it before it got dark. So that's good. Just trudging along, realizing how out of shape I am. All right, it is 4:43, and I just made it to the sign, which is the back way into the campsites. I'm just going to go to the car and grab some wood and my bird seed. They have a bird feeder out front at the gate, and the girl was filling it. And I said, oh, I noticed it was empty when I got here, because usually there's always birds flying around it, and it's full of food. And I said, does this mean it's okay to feed the birds? And she said they call it bird identification. So I know it's a thing with Ontario parks. Do you feed the animals? Do you not feed the animals? I don't feed animals. I just like to feed the little chickadees and the blue jays. So she said it was fine. So it's coming straight out of the park staff mouth. So I did bring some. It's in my car. So I'm going to grab it when I get the wood. I just needed to stop for a second. I've been like busting my butt trying to make sure I get through. And I'm toast. Snowshoeing is hard work. Man, I'm tired. I must have passed my campsite. But I didn't see the... Oh, there's the tent. Oh, I can just see it kind of through the trees, right? I don't know if you can see it. Right there. Cool. All right. So yeah, it's not that far. And this is the turn here. And me and my toboggan full of wood have made it back to the tent. Just gonna unload here, and then I'm gonna go bring the sled back, and then I'm done for the night. little bit of smoke still coming out of my chimney pipe, so hopefully there's still some fire going in there. It's 10 after 5. Just brought the toboggan back, and now I just heading back to the hot tent. There were still coals in the stove. Just put another piece of wood in and opened up the dampers, and there was smoke coming out a little bit more than there was when I got back when I left, so hopefully that caught, and when I get back it'll be nice and cozy warm. What's going on in there? Hello. I'm gonna go find out. All right, and it's 10 after 6. Cheers. Yes, I brought myself a couple of Pombays. I have achieved tank top status pretty much as soon as I got back from my snowshoe. Everything just gone. It was so hot in here. And cheers. It's good. I'm thirsty too. It's gonna go down quick. So what have I been doing? I've been making quite a mess. Getting ready to cook and eat my turkey dinner. My mom and I made a turkey this year for the first time in a really long time. We just got a little 8.5 pounder, and have some leftovers. So what I brought was some mashed potato mix. I just put a little bit into a cup. I don't eat a lot of mashed potatoes, but when you add the water to this will fill it up pretty good. In here I have some stuffing mix, half of a package. Again, I used it maybe last year sometime when I was camping, I'm not sure. And on the stove over here, let me flip this around, it's easier. On the stove over here, I have some water boiling. I put that on as soon as I came back. In my little kid stick stove pot here, I have got some gravy. Again, leftover from turkey dinner. That is nice and hot, so that can come off. And, yummy. In this piece of foil here, I have a nice big, just flip that over. It was a nice big turkey breast, but that's fine. So that's pretty hot already as well. Basically just threw it all on top of the stove. And now that the water's boiling, I'm gonna pour a little bit into the mashed potato mix and a little bit into the stuffing mix and mix it up real good with the fork. And that should be it. Put it all on a plate and it's done. Yum, yum. It smells amazing in here. All right, there's my turkey dinner. So excited, I'm gonna go eat. I'll see you in a bit. I'm gonna give it a taste test. Guess I'll try the mushy stuffing first with gravy on it to make it mushier. Yes. All right, I'm gonna go eat. I'll see you in a bit. Hey, well, it's about 9:15. I don't know where the time has gone. That turkey dinner was awesome. I had some chocolate Christmas cookies and a Ferrero Rocher, courtesy of my mom, for dessert. And that was tasty. And then I got a little peckish, so I had some cashews. And that's about it. I've been drinking a lot of water. I drank 2 Nalgene's of water since I got back from my snowshoe. And I also drank that Pompey. So, yeah, I'm just sitting here listening to an audiobook, and I just barely have like the one damper open, just a tiny bit, because it's so warm in here. It's not super cold outside. I don't know what the temperature is. I'll have to look and I'll have to let you know. But inside, it is 17.3 degrees, courtesy of my new thermometer. I don't know if you can see it. I had thought in the summertime, I was like, why do I keep dragging around this big, huge thing that I have? I've had it forever. So I bought this on Amazon. 17.5 degrees it says, and it has humidity on it as well, which is 32%. So yeah, I like it a lot. It also has a magnet on it, which means I could stick it to the pole if I wanted to. Yeah, that's about it. That's all that's going on here. It's super exciting. So it's really, really, really quiet outside. There's not a peep. There's nothing. No owls hooting, no people, nothing. It's awesome. I love it. Well, it's about 10:30 and I'm getting pretty sleepy. I'm just sitting here beside the stove, listening to an audiobook, and yeah, just put a few things away and getting myself ready for bed. I'm gonna go outside one more time, and that's about it. It's not very cold, which is making me very warm in the hot tent. I'm not gonna worry too much about the fire tonight. If I wake up, which I usually do, but it's not a big deal. I just throw one piece of wood in and damper it down and I should be fine. I'm toasty warm. I'm not even gonna put on my Sherpa tights. I got these fleece lined Sherpa tights from Amazon, and they are so awesome. They're super warm and they're really comfortable, but I don't think I need them. Temperature right now is -8, feels like -12 with the wind chill. It's supposed to start snowing around 1 o'clock in the morning and snow through part of tomorrow. So we'll see what happens there. Well, it is 10 to 8, and I've been up for a little bit. I'm just kind of mulling about. Fire's been fine. It's barely going. It's super hot in here. It's -4. It feels like -7. It's not as cold as it's supposed to be, and there's no wind, but it is supposed to start picking up in a little bit. I just took a bunch of pictures here and videos. It's so pretty, and I'm worried that the snow is going to start dropping. I've already seen it go plummeting in a couple of places. I'm just standing here and all of a sudden you hear poof, and a big blob of snow will fall off the trees. So I just want to take advantage just in case this doesn't last. Generally it doesn't, and especially if it's going to warm up, it's not going to look like this tomorrow. So took a bunch of pictures and videos. I feel content with what I have now. I got some really great shots. I mean, look at that. It looks so perfect. So I'm going to head over to Bonnie's Pond Trail and do that, and then I'll come back and make some breakfast. So you can see some poofs here on the snow. This tree looks just like it's so tired. He's hunched over and he's just so heavy, and he's dropping his snow on the ground. It's kind of neat. It's 9 o'clock and I'm at the Bonnie's Pond Trail, about to do a beautiful snowshoe hike in a winter wonderland. I'm breaking trail today. Nobody's been out here this morning yet, and I'm happy about that. Really pretty here. There's a section of beech trees, which are my friend Vicky's favorite kind of tree. She told me when we were out on our trip. And there's just a whole bunch here, and it's really, really light and open, but still snow covered. It looks so pretty. The snow is starting to fall. I left a little note in the snow. I guess depending on how much it snows, it's gonna stay or not, but I had come out here one year and there was a snowman on the ice, but I don't think it's frozen yet. I'm not trying to venture out there, and I'm not making a snowman. It's not packing snow, but I left a little note, happy 2023. And I did this at Mew Lake one year on New Year's, and some friends of mine, Jack and Paula, had seen it and sent me a message, and they knew it was mine because I had posted about it. So that's how we actually met. It's like 9:30 and I've done like maybe a couple hundred meters. Check out this tree. It's so cool. It's all hollow underneath. There's like a perfect spot for an animal to like have shelter. So cool. It's 9:30 and I have been taking pictures and videos, and I haven't done very much walking at all. That's okay. I love doing that. It's really pretty there. See, the water's not frozen. Oh, look at this. Well, I'm just slowly dawdling and making my way through the trail. Yeah, I got a pineapple Jolly Rancher. They're not just for portages. I thought I could have a little bit of sugar right now. I'm a bit hungry. I do have a granola bar, but I don't want to eat it yet, so I'm going to hold off till breakfast. I hear a chipmunk, I think, or a squirrel. First sign of life I've heard since I've been here. It's like startling. You can see here by the marks in the snow that a lot of the snow is starting to fall, which is sad, but I mean, eventually it has to. Must be so heavy. Really pretty spot on the trail here. There's a little tiny bridge. Goes across a small creek or a stream. And it's really pretty. I love this spot. I was just looking at this tree. Look at this branch. It's got snow on the top and the bottom. I don't understand how this snow is just hanging on underneath the branch. It's so cool. There's so many big trees here. And they're all screaming, "Look at me. I'm covered in snow and I'm beautiful." There's a bunch of nuthatches here. There's one over on that tree, and there's two over on this tree, and they just keep multiplying. I got out some birdseed to try to feed them, but I don't know if nuthatches eat out of your hand. They come to the bird feeder at work a lot, but they're not really seeming to be interested, or maybe they just don't know, or I don't know what, but I think I'm going to keep moving. It's quite pleasant out. It's not like freezing cold, and as long as you don't stand still too long, you're good. Morning! They were quite noisy, chattery as well. Hello! Oh, bye. I guess they didn't like my company. Oh, it's 10:15 and I'm still dawdling along. Still no people in sight, which is great. It's so quiet here. I'm getting close to the end of the trail. I think I just have a little bit left to do. But I see a sign that says Scenic Lookout that way, 300 meters. So you know I have to do that. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at CamperChristina.com. Thanks. Bye.